Hello everyone and welcome to your reading to the ROSE TAROCLE. Today we'll be doing a reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius for the month of March 2023. During this reading, please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Since this is a general reading, it may not resonate with you 100%, okay? If this is the case, please take a look at your moon, rising and Venus signs to get a better picture of the message Spirit is guiding you towards. If you wish to contact me, all my details are in the description box below. Now, before we start, I would like to thank God, Source, the universe, all the archangels and angels of love and light, all the spirits and spirit guides of love and light for guiding me to share my gifts with you all. If you like your readings, please like, share and subscribe to this channel, darlings. So Aquarius, let's get started. Okay, so let's lay our cards out on the table first, and then we will go ahead and take a look, shall we? Right, so these. And just lay it like this so that in the extended we can we have space now, and then in the extended we can open up these. All right, your overall energy darlings, is the moon, Aquarius, the moon. And let's begin. In this reading, for the newcomers, first timers, let me explain what all these columns are for. The first column is to read about your current energy. The second column is a reading for your relationships, current energy. Then third column is to look at the root and the cause, if there's any split or discord in your relationship, to get to the root of the matter. And in the extended reading, we'll look at their mind space, their heart space, and what is the future of this relationship, if there is any. And finally, what is the best step for you to take moving towards your future? That is solely for you, regardless of whether this person is going to be in your life or not, okay? Now, let's begin. You come into your overall energy is the moon, and you come into the reading with these cards here. Okay, you're concentrating on your growth, you're concentrating on the abundance, you're holding a hope for the future. Yeah, that things are not clear for you at the moment because things are looking a bit hodgepodge. Yeah, there's a lot of shadow energy in your life at the moment, so probably some of you have just going through the dark night of the soul process, and you're feeling a bit confused at the moment, but either ways you're trying to make your way through, you know. Perhaps for some of you there is something you have your eye on and you want to achieve it, and you're using all the means and resources available to you to get to that point. For some of you, you are perhaps waiting on someone who has to make a decision, or whose attention you want to capture, but for some reason things are unclear and things are pretty messed up, in some way, shape, form or the other with regards to the situation. But nonetheless, you have hope in your heart and you are making your way towards the future, okay, with regards to this person or this relationship. Yes. Now, let's see what's your current energy. Your current energy is showing that you're waiting on someone to come towards you. Yes, because you want to make a decision whether to stay or to walk away. You're not really clear on what decision you have to make. There's a lot of confusion, that you're going through at the moment. But we'll see what really is going on here. Okay, there's enough cards. Okay, So let's read. So one person may have been confused. One person may have been in their, someone over here is definitely in their shadow energy, okay, and is causing a lot of confusion for the other. Whatever it is, over here I can see, in order for this, you're thinking that in order for this to move forward, yes, your person has to apologize to you for something that they have done in the past. Perhaps they have explored their options with other people when they were in a relationship with you. So that's something you need to address, because you're not able to forgive and forget, because they are not coming towards you in the right way, I suppose, you know. So if they've done you wrong in that way, they are coming back to you in a very nonchalant way, as if they've not done anything wrong, and in fact they are perhaps trying to justify their wrongdoings to you. If that's the case, you're hoping that they changed the behavior. You're hoping, because you love them, you're hoping that they change themselves and act correctly instead of acting like a clown towards you. Okay, you feel as though you waited a long time for this person, perhaps some of you for 7 years. Okay, that number is very prominent here. Some of you 5 years. However long you waited for this person, yeah, you want things to change in order for it to go forward. But this person over here is very slow moving. I don't think they're willing to make any kind of apology at the moment, because they feel as though they have not done anything wrong in their eyes, because they have, in their twisted mindset, they have justified their wrongdoings towards you. Okay, you're very much in your head, because perhaps some of you were perhaps married, or some of you were engaged to get married, whatever the case was over here. Yeah, there is something over here that is causing a lot of confusion, and is this person playing this game of smoke and mirrors. Okay, they've done something wrong, but they're keeping you in a very questionable mindset, wherein you're questioning their every move. But for them it's a game, you see. For them it's a game of control. They feel they can control you, they can play mind games with you, and as long as they can control you in that way, yeah, they feel that you will stick with them. But little do they know that this is kind of off-putting. You know what I mean? This is very off-putting. If they're lying to you constantly, it's a complete turn-off in any relationship for any zodiac sign, right? So especially for you, Aquarius, over here we can see this is a complete turn-off for you. And they think that they can keep you in your head, because Aquarius, you think a lot. You normally do get stuck in your head, but once you're done, you're done. Okay, so when things are ultra clear for you, you are done. So over here I can see clearly you're almost on the crux of making the decision of walking away, basically. Yeah, you're almost at the end of it, because you want things to move ahead quickly. Or is somebody over here wants things to move ahead quickly? Somebody over here wants to get married, and the other person does not, because the other person is not putting in the effort. He's just giving lip service, wherein they're just talking about it, but they're not putting any action behind it. Yeah, because the actions is proving that they are working against it, against the union. Okay, so if this is the case, obviously things are not going to come together. The universe is not going to make it happen, because it's you can, you know, people, they think they give a bit of lip service and they think they can play mind games. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, so what's happening over here is this person is trying to cheat you, but they can't cheat what they can't see. You know what I mean? So they're going to get what you call punished, severely punished by the universe. And when that happens, it's not your problem, because you will have walked away already. Okay, so probably some of you are married here, or something of the sort over here. But whatever it is, this person had full intentions of keeping you bound and tied to them, keeping you in your head, keeping you stuck. They wanted you to be in a stuck energy, but I think you're getting out of it, because you know their games very well, and you're moving forward. So your current energy is that of movement forward, because you've been holding hope, as we can see here, that you're holding hope for this person to change for the better, but they are not. Okay, in fact, they're still playing their silly mind games, and this constant loop. Yeah, I think it's happened many times now. in the past, and you've reached a point over here where it's kind of like you're not bothered, it's not affecting you like it would have in the past, but now that's because now you're getting over it. Okay, sorry, the messages are coming through fast through my head and I'm trying to keep up verbally. So I'm the words are passing through fast through my head, so please pardon my quick speech. Now yes, over here I can see this person is very jealous of you as well. So currently I can see you can feel that negativity from them, that negative undertone is there, and it is their own jealousy that's causing the sabotage in this union or whatever this relationship, and is pushing you more away. So this person may have been very deceptive, as we've seen over here in the past, and they could still be being deceptive here. And hence that is why this relationship is not coming together. Now let's see what is your relationship's current energy. I can see there's a lot of conflicts, there's a lot of arguments, there's a lot of back and forth over here. There's too many people involved basically, and it's giving you a right headache. Okay, it's giving you a right headache. It's leaving you in a state of turmoil, and you just don't want to be a part of it anymore. Okay, all you want to do is to heal yourself, to get some healing energy into this relationship. Yeah, so there is no direction for this relationship at the moment because of one person's messy behavior. Let's put it that way. Yeah, one person is always leaving the other in confusion. So when the other person questions the other person, when the person who's not in confusion and knows what they want questions the other person about their behavior, they're not able to respond it. In fact, they are putting you in more of a quandary, and you just don't know what to do. Basically, there's a lot of confusion. All you want to do is heal this relationship. All you want is to regain the balance in this relationship, but I think you're not able to achieve it because the other person is fucked up. There are people in this world, their sick actions make sense only to them. Okay, they'll do anything to seek attention. Yeah, they go to any extent for attention seeking, and then they'll create a pity party so that they get all the attention on them and make some fake stories and blah blah bullshit, knowing full well how much damage they've caused. Yeah, but just to deflect, yeah, they'll go to any extent. These are called psychos. So if this person is a psycho over here, leave them. Let the other person that they're dealing with, or whoever else they're dealing with, take them. It's like one burden, one massive burden off your hands. If in so many years they have not changed, they're never going to change. So just fuck them. Let them go. You know what I mean? It's not making sense to stick with this person, even though you're being very patient and kind and everything towards them and having hope and all that stuff. It's very noble, but at the end of the day, you're just going to be hurting yourself. Yeah, if the behavior hasn't changed and you're in the same old loop and they think they can control you and play games with you, it does not make sense to stay in it because you're only causing harm to yourself and to your dignity. Yeah, at the end of the day, when you're not left with any dignity, then you'll be totally shattered. So leave while you can. Leave while the sun still shines, darling. Okay? Right, so now let's see what's your relationship's current energy. A deeper look. This relationship, in order to go ahead, it needs a lot of healing, yeah? I think there's a bit of separation involved over here at the moment. There's no contact. You're not talking to each other because whenever you'll talk, there's a lot of arguments, yeah? Because you cannot find, for some reason, you cannot see yourself being on the same page because every time you try to make peace, the other person just makes argument, yes? So just leave it be. The argument arises when there is a lot of questions, and if the questions are not being answered, and if there's a lot of lies that's being used to cover up the situation that's been done against you, things that have been done against you, is only going to cause arguments, it's only going to cause conflicts, and the universe is not going to allow this person or anything to pass by without being punished for it. So let the person go through their punishment. It is not your business. It's their karma. It's their shit karma, and they need to, they made their choice. Basically, they made that choice. It's not your problem anymore. Let them go to their shit karma, and that's their punishment, and that's their sentence that they have to go through. You know what I mean? So over here, you can see over here, if they've been dealing with somebody else on the side, okay, it's very clear that this person has been playing a lot of mind games. Okay, this person's mouth has been very, you need to wash this person's mouth with soap and water. You know, it's so filthy. So if they have been abusing you verbally, it is to hide and deflect from the situation at hand. So they're not addressing the problem at hand. In fact, they're trying to hide their tracks. Okay, so that is the reason. So they have been very abusive to you. You don't need to take the abuse. Who are they? Yeah, they're nobody. If your parents brought you up in such a nice way, who are these people coming into your life to abuse you? You know, just leave them at the trash bin where they belong, okay? Let the trash truck come and pick them up and take them to the dump. So, over here, clearly, this person sees you as a very abundant person. So, they see you as a 10 of Pentacles, okay? They see you as stable, abundant, and loaded. Okay, so they can see long-term with you, but they can see long-term stability with you. In fact, if they are proposing marriage to you, is because they see you as a retirement fund. Okay, they see you as a retirement fund, and they're trying to control you because they think if they can control you, you won't see their weakness. That's their weakness. Okay, so let them play their control games with themselves and with their skanks. Don't you worry about it, darling. You concentrate on healing yourself. So clearly over here, probably some of you are wishing upon a star that things go right in your life. But if this is not meant to be, it's not meant to be. So your relationship's current energy is looking like there's a lot of conflicts over here. There is no communication between you and this person, because whenever there is communication happening, yeah, there is a lot of conflicts, arguments, fights. Because the person over here is being very logical and very manipulative and very rude with their communications. Yeah, the communication is very sharp, very rude, and it's very demeaning. You know, they always want to put you down in some way, shape, form, or the other, because they have some insecurity issues within themselves. Probably it's their upbringing. Probably you're from different. Obviously, everyone's life story is different, but still, there must be some kind of status differences between your two backgrounds, no? So something is causing them to be this way, which is their insecurities. So this person is not it just leads me to think that this person is not of a right mindset to be in a relationship with you. Okay, they need to be in a relationship or whatever with their kind of psycho people, you know. So it looks like this person is very damaged and they could only end up damaging you. Okay, so this relationship at the moment is looking very cold. Probably there's a bit of distance or so between you both, and this person is currently being very strategic, yeah, in order to get to you, because their intentions towards you are wrong. You know, the intention with which they're coming towards you is wrong. They're looking at you as a retirement fund, meaning to say they're not coming to you from a heart space. There's no passion in this. There's basically logical thinking, and the way they're looking at you is they're weighing the pros and cons of being with you and not being with you. And if they try to negotiate, it's like negotiation. If they try to negotiate their way into this relationship back again, it's just because they see that you are the stable one and you can give them a cushy and financially stable future. Yeah, it's definitely a male who's thinking that way. What a shame. There's a lot of men who do this, you know, nowadays. Possibly from the past as well, a long time past. Only nowadays you get to see that it's more aware. You are more aware because of so much knowledge being passed around, you know. But it's been happening since a while. But such a shame if the men behave like this, huh? Very irresponsible. This person could be lazy as well. Yeah, even if they're working, they will be nagging all day and moaning all day of how horrible their job is and this and that and the other. Okay, this person is very irresponsible. They do not like to take responsibility of their actions and their in the way they have contributed negatively to the relationship, because they know exactly what they're doing and they're very calculative in their moves. Okay, so they will try to hide their wrongdoings or they hide their tracks, but they're not successful at it, because you Aquarius, you know exactly what's going on. Most of you are overthinkers anyways, so you can't cheat and overthinker, can you? You're already there, you already know, you've already done the background work. Yes, so this person is a bit too late and a bit too slow for you, really. So anyways, you're trying to heal yourself. You're trying your best to, you know, give this relationship some time and space. Give this person some time and space to kind of get their act in order. Yes, you have probably laid down the law and told them this is how it is. If they want to get along with the program, get along with it, or just piss off, basically. Now let's see what's the root cause of the split in this discord. So obviously there's been a lot of money issues over here. Clearly there has been a lot of juggling going on in various areas. Your person has been very strategic. Yeah, they have not been their money is looking bad. Why is looking bad? Because they have been giving to people outside of this relationship. Okay, so their money situation is looking weak. So that is not your problem, that is their problem, and that is their karma to bear. Okay, if they have done you wrong in such a manner, they will have to pay for it one way or the other. Okay, now let's see. So whatever they've done in the dark has come to light. Now is judgment day, as we've seen. The karma card has come out here, and you're facing your victory. So if some of you have been waiting for some results to see that this person received their karma, I think clearly you can see now that this person is receiving their karma for whatever they've done to you. Okay, now, so this person has been dealing with, this person has been doing a lot of shady business on the outside, okay? And this person has not been paying attention to anything to do with its relationship with you. They, in fact, have been juggling a lot. They have been juggling monetarily. They've been juggling people. Yeah, this person is very scatterbrained. Their energy also is very scattered. So they cannot they're not disciplined enough to stay loyal to a person, or to, they don't even have the ethics in place, you know. Basic principles, basic values, they don't have it. Perhaps they were brought up in an environment where these things were not inculcated in them since a young age. So they have no idea how the a normal relationship works, you know. So this person, that's why perhaps this person maybe a product of divorce or broken family or fragmented family, or just a very sad upbringing, a childhood, carrying a lot of childhood traumas with them. Yes, so this person is basically damaged, and they try to bring the damage, they take the damage along with them wherever they go. So this person is, they might try to imitate or behave like something else, which they are not, but it doesn't last long. Their true colors always come out, and all their manipulation lies always gets exposed. Yeah, this person is just terrible in their ways, and they always tend to blame other people for their problems. Now when you come across a person like that, oops, red flag, immediately let it go. So the reason for the split in this discord is because this person was juggling too many people. They juggled you and they broke your heart. Okay, it is time it's time to make a decision. This person has been very defensive because they were being very strategic, and they were hiding a lot from you. Okay, but clearly the truth has come out. Everything has been clear, it's been out in the open now. Everything has been exposed. But still, shamelessly, what this person is doing is that they're still trying to play some twisted mind games with you by making some twisted stories, I don't know what. And even though they know they've lost in their own game, in their own web of lies, they've been caught, and they've been cooked in their own web of lies, they're still carrying on with some narrative which doesn't make sense to anyone, because they feel as though they have some kind of strategy. You know, for such people, whatever they do makes sense only to them and to nobody else, you know, because they are psychos. So if you're dealing with somebody who's mentally unstable, I suggest you pick yourself out of the situation and let them go into therapy or go into a mental institution to get the necessary treatments. Yeah, because perhaps they definitely have some chemical imbalances in them which is not suitable to you and to your sanity. So you save yourself, go ahead and separate yourself from the situation for however long you need, okay? So if they need therapy, let them go and get therapy, and if they get all right, then let them come back to you and first prove that they are all right, and then if you're available, then maybe you can think about it. But right now, I would suggest you take some time and space away from this person to preserve your energy. Now, count your blessings. You're being asked over here to count your blessings that you have been pulled away from this situation and this person in the nick of time, okay? It is time for you, it's time for change, basically. There is a powerful personal growth that is happening to you and your soul at the moment, because you're going through a soul's growth. We talked about the shadow energy over here, because you're not able to kind of discern and make up your mind where do you want to be, how do you want to proceed forward with your future, etc., etc. That's because you're going through an awakening process and you're going to a powerful personal growth, because it's challenging you to see whether you can push forward on your own, and you definitely can, and you're doing so very positively, progressively. So over here, somebody over here could be operating from a space of loneliness. Now, people who cannot be alone is a red flag. For me, yes, I look at this as a red flag as a reader. Okay, why? Because if you cannot be alone with yourself, that means you're running from self. If you always, okay, you know, we all say, we all know that we are social beings as humans, this and that and the other. But in saying that, there's a time for socializing, and there's a time that you go back home, there's a time for family, there's a time for me time and all that stuff. So if you cannot spend time with yourself, okay, so minimum, if you can't spend a year with yourself and you always have to be searching for that comfort friends, or for fuck buddies, or for dating, you know, one night stands, or whatever you call it, yeah? If you're always on a lookout for all these things, you're running away from self. You're not confronting the issues head on, yeah? So that shows that the person is weak. So that is something that needs to be worked on by the person who is in a loop. It's a constant loop, yeah, of negative behavior that is causing nothing but sabotage and damage to your relationship, and is causing you both to drift apart. So if the person who's holding on too tight to their lies, their secrets, and whatever story concoctions with their strategy over here, yeah, that they're making up whatever stories to convince you of their authenticity, yes, it's not working. Why? Because it's only pushing you apart. Why? Because it is filled with lies. So somebody has to confront their inner demons over here in order to come clean, and in order to see, to put in the right amount of effort into this relationship. So there's no healing until and unless the right kind of work is done. So either you go for counseling, either you go for therapy, or whatever it is, because you know what happens in counseling, not everybody is able to speak the truth in counseling. You know what I mean? Everybody who goes to counseling will not be over there saying, oh, I did this wrong, or oh, I did that wrong, or this, nothing. They will always say things to make the other person look bad. So there's very few people who can actually speak the truth. In order to really work through the situation, one needs to be honest. Okay, one needs to see the situation from every angle. You see, you can't clap with one hand, can you? You need two hands to clap. right? So there you go. Whether you're good or whether you're bad, always question your own actions, yes? And you have to check how your own actions have led to the demise of this relationship. So the one who's holding on to tight is the one who is wanting to control the situation completely so that it goes to their advantage. It goes according to their narrative. It goes according to their manipulation. Yeah, the story that they want to spin, for example. Yes, so that's how it's going at the moment. So that person needs to let go of control in order for the situation, this relationship to unfold in its natural way, because it's getting a bit too toxic with all this control and manipulation. You know what I mean? It's just putting you both apart, and you will never be able to come together because this person is playing too many games. Right. So this is what we have for now, and we'll pick out Archangel Michael and the Soul's Journey card for the extended. Don't go. Let's pick out an initial. And see what comes out. We'll pick out 3 here and 3 in the extended. Let's see. You receive V, A, J. Right. And we'll pick 3 in the extended. Now let's see what zodiac signs come out for you, darlings. You've got Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, and then we'll pick 3 for the extended. Right, and in the extended we will take a reading from the Rose oracles as well. Okay, and so my darling Aquarius, that's what I have for you on YouTube. If this reading resonates with you, please follow on the link that's in the description box below onto your extended reading, and let's take it from there. All right, my darlings. So I thank you all for tuning in for this reading. Until we meet again the next time or in the extended, love you, take care, and God bless.